Hey guys, Tara here from Recovering Book Hoarder, and you will see that I have on a different outfit. Hair looks different, everything, than my thumbnail. And that's because this is the second time I'm filming this. So the first time I filmed this, which was 2 days ago, I was, well, first of all, I realized as I was going through that I really needed to be more organized. So I was like 37 minutes into it. And there's a lot of like pauses and stuff because I was trying to sort things, and I'm in the middle of showing a pattern. And mind you, let me back up even more. Throughout the whole thing, my overhead light kept like dimming, getting brighter, for no reason at all. And I said, I swear this is haunted. Like, what is going on? Somebody's visiting me. So 37 minutes into it, the dome of the light falls, crashes, explodes, like just missed my head. I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to go back and see that, my reaction and everything on video. When it fell, my video stopped. Somebody was here. I said, we didn't need to do all that to get my attention. Like the lights dimming and stuff was enough. So now I have no dome for my light because it fell and it just shattered everywhere. So I was like, I had to call for my daughter, and I'm like, open the door, bring me my shoes, do not come in here. It took forever to clean it up. And so anyway, my husband went and talked to the guy at Lowe's, and he has to order me a new one. They don't just like sell them to put on there. So I decided that was absolutely my sign that that video was not going well, and I needed to just get organized and start over. So what are we doing? First of all, well, actually, let me back up again. We hit 1,000 subscribers. When I went on at work today, and every now and then I'll just look and see like how a video is doing. Those are 1,008 subscribers. So guys, thank you so much. It literally made my day. I'm still riding that Disney dopamine high. And that just like, I've been whistling. Like, I just can't believe that there are that many of you that care enough to watch and subscribe and see what in the world I'm doing. So thank you for that. So there is going to be a 1,000 subscriber giveaway for my November FlossTube, my end of October. It'll be at the end of October, my wrap up beginning in November FlossTube there. Okay. I'm getting it together. I'm pretty excited about it. I think it'll be good. Now, what are we doing today? This is my second Flossy Extra. I am trying to do my planning for 2025. There's a lot that goes into planning. It's not, for anyone that stitches, it's not a quick thing to just kit something up. You have to plan. And I have so many charts and everything that I want to do 52 new stitches next year. Making each Sunday New Start Sunday and going from there. I've come up with some other ideas also that I will get into after we finish all these extras. We'll get into my truly like, this is the plan and this is exactly what we're doing for next year. So, we did we're going through all of my charts. I have charts in several different ways. So we went over the charts that I got from Needlework Market, this last one. That was 2 videos ago. Last video was a FlossTube Extra, and that was going through all of my physical charts that I had here. So tonight, we are going to go through all of the digital charts that I have here. As we're going through, we are going to make decisions on what I would like to work on kitting up to start in 2025. When we ended last video, we were at 19 so far. There's going to be a lot from this one, I think, because I have my biggest collection is probably my biggest specific collection is probably my digital, because that's how I was doing things whenever I first started. So I have gone through, I've kind of gotten rid of the things now that I don't think I'm interested in stitching anymore, and now we have decisions to make. So there are 3 I want to show right off the bat because I didn't print those out. They are newer purchases, but ones that I know for sure I absolutely 100,000% want to start next year. So the first one is my most recent purchase, and that is from Maximum Cross Stitch. And this one has been taunting me. It's in the background on the Evertote YouTube, in the YouTube videos. It's called Anne Boleyn, and it's full of specialty stitches, and it's beautiful. I love the Tudors. I adore the Queens. Anne, gotta love Anne. So I went ahead and purchased the one that had my favorite color combinations. So this is what it looks like. And so this is a definite for next year. That's a digital pattern. Then I have 2 that are from Boomerang Stitches, Amity over at Boomerang Stitches. And Boomerang Stitches, Hathaway Sisters is the channel, Amity and Erin. And Amity does her own designing. So there's 2 charts that are very, very, very different. So the first one, and I was so excited when I saw she was designing this one when she released it. I was just through the moon. The first one is the Schitt's Creek sampler. Looks like this. This is a massive full coverage piece, and I'm super excited to get started on this one. I'm not a huge full coverage girl, but you'll see when I do choose full coverage, it does not have a ton of confetti. It's very like color block heavy. Then the other one is, off the top of my head, I can't remember what it's called. It's the flowers. It's the 5 flowers, and I'm going to put it right here, what it looks like, and I'll put the title down here. I'm going to do this one from Stash with specialty flosses. I have no idea what colors yet or anything like that, but so these 3 digital patterns, I am absolutely 100% going into the S pile. So that takes us up to 22 out of 52. Okay, now I kind of have these sorted into categories. Some of them I'm going to have to go on and find pictures because all I have printed out is the chart. The theme of the first one is media, like video games, TV shows, movies, that kind of thing. So the first one is Epic Mario, and this is from Funky Monkey. Website is shellco.de. This one's pretty big. It's 382 by 317. And this will be a gift for my husband, probably my husband. Something will hang out in our living room because we're, adults. So that's what this one looks like. This is option number 1 for this category. Then we have Thank You for Being a Friend. This was a free pattern by Olivia and Lee Studios. I'm going to have to see if I can find a picture of this one. This is the Golden Girls. Huge fan of the Golden Girls. Actually went through and did a rewatch. Cassidy adores them. And so we watched all the seasons together when she was younger, and they're just amazing. I love them so much. So we have this option. All right, then we have Hobbit Hole from Cross Stitch for You. And that is designed by Helena Kovalchuk. And it looks like this. So that's an option. Then we have a Harry Potter option. Actually, I think we have 2 Harry Potter options. The first option is by Clouds Factory. So many pages. So I have some little stuff. I have some big stuff. Okay, this is Clouds Factory. 205 by 516. And this is what this one looks like. Ugh, that's a big one. But it looks like it would be super fun. And surprisingly, there's really not, I'm not seeing any not much backstitch. Let's put it that way. Less than you would think. Okay, so that's an option. And then I think this is our last option for this category. This one is called The Great Haul. Well, I'm not sure what it's called. It's The Great Haul at Christmas. Yeah, I'm just going to call it The Great Haul at Christmas. And the designer is Mandarinks. And that is what this one looks like. Beautiful. Again, it's a full coverage, but I looked at this one because let me tell you, I got rid of a lot of full coverage. And there are heavy blocks of color. It's not like super confetti heavy. So I think I could do this one. But all right, so those are our options in this category. I think the Great Haul's out. I don't necessarily want to do that one. Hobbit Haul's out only because we're doing another Hobbit haul already this year. Harry Potter, I'm already doing another one that's like 410 by 410. It's not Harry Potter, but it's just a giant piece. I don't think I need another gigantic piece. So not going to do the Harry Potter, which leaves us the Epic Mario and the Golden Girls. And I'm really feeling drawn towards Epic Mario. I had done a gamer sampler this year that was really enjoyable for my husband, and so I think I would like to do this one. So we're going to go with Epic Mario out of those choices. Okay, next up, these are just like random ones that I couldn't necessarily fit in anywhere. All right, first up from Fox and Rabbit is the Shepherd Sampler, which is that one. Then we have Dollhouse 2, Vintage Cross Stitch from Anastasia Alex from Antique Stitch. And it looks like that. Then we have from Stony Creek, I think it's Stony Creek, Sandy Orton. And this one is the Winter Sampler, which I will put a picture of over here. And then we have the Ukraine Solidarity Stitch Along, and that was from One Point Mind, Anthony Galbraith, One Point Mind. Out of all of these, let's go with the Fox and Rabbit, because I have actually never done a Fox and Rabbit. So this is our choice. Our next category is Halloween. The first one is by Patanova Anna from Green Terrace. And it's called Halloween. And it looks like that. And we have from Tiny Modernist, her Halloween calendar. Next up is Gloomy House by BB Jew, which hopefully I found a picture and I'm putting it over there. From Leela. This was from a magazine that I had downloaded at one point. This was Halloween Sampler. Looks like that. And we have the Sanderson Sisters from Spider X Stitch. I'll put a picture of it over here from Leela Studio, the Halloween Quaker. From Witch's Garden Crafts. This is Salem 1692 Halloween Sampler. And our last one is, I want to say this was called sampler number 2. This was from, here we go, Stitching Spell. It was called Sampler 13, but it's the other sampler I just finished. It's kind of like number 2 in that series. I want to say there's one more on top of that I probably can't get now because last I checked they weren't designing anymore. Okay, so there's some really great options here, and the ones that I'm most drawn to are Leela's Studio, but I already have two Leela Studios going. Kind of love this right here, this from Witch's Garden Crafts, and then the Stitching Spell one, because I just had such a fun time doing the other Stitching Spell one. So I think that we need to do this one, the number 2 of this, because it's just so fun. Next up is Long Dog. So I actually don't, I'll show you which 2 I have here, but I don't think we're going to do these because I already have, I had kitted up, I had actually kitted up to start it this year, but then I had bought the wrong, I don't think I bought the wrong fabric. I think I switched fabric for a different pattern with the correct one. And so I got and started and I was like, there's no way this fabric is big enough. So I had to stop. So that one's Act of God. So I think that's what we're doing. But the other 2 that I do have is Pandemic and Do Different. But really, I think, I mean, I've never done a Long Dog before, so I think let's start with one and then go from there. All right, next up we have Autumn. And I've got this from Owl Forest Embroidery, which is the pumpkin color Autumn. And I have Fall in the Courtyard from Green Terrace. I think it's Green Terrace, that one there. And we are going to go with the Owl Forest because I just ordered the thread pack from them. First order ever from them, because this is a free one off their website, believe it or not. I can't, but they've gotten so many beautiful free ones from them, really should make a purchase. Okay, then we have, these are, I'm not going to do these, so I am keeping them for the future. Rest in Peace Her Majesty. This was a memorial piece for Queen Elizabeth done by Creatively Crafting. And then I have, what is this one called? Cosmic Dreams from Barbara Anna Designs. Just not really feeling those. All right, then I'm going to go through, I have purchased, it was an Earth Day collaboration of several designers. That was a fundraiser. Like you had to donate a minimum, I think, of $10, and then in turn you sent Stitchers Collective, the Stitchers Collective Earth Day bundle, and then you sent them a proof of your purchase, and then they sent you more. So I'm gonna show. So I like to pick one of these each year to do. So here's our options. We've got the Dodo from Stitchy Rin. Love Your Mother from Stitch Sprout. May the Forest Be With You from Stitchin' Mama. Reclamation from the Stitch Crypt. Help Plants Clean by Dara Whitlock. I apologize for the bad lighting. It's like towards the end of the day and I'm not getting a whole lot of natural sun. My ring light's only helping so much. And you know, it broke, so I can't turn on the overhead light. All right, from Stitchy Nutty, the Earth Day Band Sampler. From Sprouting Lupine, we have Greenwashing. From Noctiflora, Mushroom Food. From Marumi Designs, sorry, is Mother Nature. Earth Proud from Christie's Corner. Earth Day from Crafty Yama Store. Worth Fighting For from Bendy Stitchy. Respect and Protect from Cozy Cabin Stitching. Gaia from Quaternion Creations. The Mother Earth. All right, so that's our choices. I think, of all these, I think my favorite's Greenwashing. That's one we'll do next. So we'll do Greenwashing from Sprouting Lupine. All right, then I am a member, well, I was a member of Bendy Stitchy's Patreon, Michelle Garrett, or Bendy Stitchy, for a long time. So I have like a ton of her Patreon patterns here, and so I like to go through every now and then and pick out one to do. I'm not going to show them all, only because they're all, the pictures are very small because they're printed on the same thing as the chart, and they're in black and white because that's how I printed them out. So I'm just going to show you the one that I picked instead of all the options. This one is called Have a Cookie and Take a Nap, and hopefully you can see it looks like that, but obviously there's colors in it. And honestly, I just like the saying. Her sayings are like perfect to hang up in your office at work. Okay, next up we have several from Happy Mood Point. Big fan of Happy Mood Points. So we have several options to pick from for this. So the first one is Sampler Quaker Street. Then we have Faith, Hope, Love. Angels and Dragons. Sampler Oaks. Sorry for the glare from the ring light. And We Love Nature. And I want to stitch every single one of them, but I think the one we're going to go for starting this year is Sampler Oaks. And I have in my collection, but I don't think we're going to do it. This is, so we say a prayer before we eat with my nieces all the time. Bless us, O Lord, for these thy gifts, which we are about to receive through thy bounty, Christ our Lord. Amen. And I found this, that is that prayer. And so I want to make one for each of them, but this is like for when they move into their own apartment for the first time. So don't need to worry about that one this year. All right, then I have some Alice. I've got Alice Lace Silhouettes. And this one is from Nini Designs. And then I have from Brooks Books. Yeah, I have them all put together, and that's how I would want to do it. But so I don't have what it would look like put together, but this is that's the picture. They're all the same, like the same size, but that's what they look like. Okay, so that's an Alice option. Honestly though, I don't think we're gonna go with an Alice option because I'm still in the middle of doing the other Alice from Owl Forest Embroidery. So I'll be working on that this year. So I don't feel the need to start another Alice. All right, then I have, these are plants. I've got wisteria blooms. And this one is from Light Unicorn Designs. And then I have succulents. And I am not sure who this one's by. Again, I got this off Etsy. That one there. And let's see, how many do we have so far? 1, 2, we already had 3. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Which takes us up to 29. I don't think we're not going to do either of those. I'm really like kind of drawn to the succulents, but there's other things I want to do more. All right, then we have several Broadway ones to pick from. We have my favorite quote from Hamilton, which is, "I am the one thing in life I can't control. I am inimitable. I am an original." These are from Taylor and Cromwell. I think all of these are. Farmer Refuted, Hamilton versus Seabury. Guns and Ships. And then we have, anyway, Six the Musical. And, you know, we did Hamilton, we did the 10 Dual Commandments is our goal of things to finish this year. So let's do some Six. Okay, up next is the 9-banded Pride sampler. And I do want to do that. I'm going to put a picture over here. Yeah, over here. I do definitely want to do this one. This is from the Craft Experimentalist. Then another one I definitely want to do is, this one is called Be Well. It's from Forbidden Fiber Co. This was a tribute to her dad. So it has my absolute favorite lyric of all time. This is the lyric that if Cassidy chooses to bury me as opposed to cremating me or anything else, that has to go on to my, my tombstone. And that's what a long, strange trip it has been. I'm Grateful Dead. And then in the middle, I'm going to change that, I think, to my, like my family nickname. Kind of all of us had the nickname, which is Big Shoe. So that's a yes. Okay. Then we have, I'm not sure what it's called. I think it's My Corner of Paradise from Soir de Bête Cure. That looks like this. It's pretty, but I don't think for this year. Oh my gosh. Okay. Then we have from Flossy Fox Shop, we have Haunted Carnival. I don't have any other Flossy Fox Shops going right now, so I want to do this one. And we have from Ink Circles. This is the Much Heralded sampler, which I really like that one a lot. But I think we're going to have to say no for this year. All right, then we have, this is the end. This is the end, guys, of the digital. We're going to pick Christmas chart. All right, so we have From Mama Witch Cross Stitch, we have Merry and Bright, which I just love that Santa Claus so much. So cute. Then from Green Terrace, I bought a lot of Green Terrace whenever I first came back to stitching, and I haven't stitched one of them yet. This one's called Gingerbread House. And then we have Joy to the World from Fuzzy Fox Designs. A nativity scene from another one that I don't know who the designer is. Looks like that. We have from Little Fox Stitching, Christmas Advent Calendar. And that's it. Listen, I want to do this guy. I think he's like the coolest Santa I've ever seen. Okay. So that's our choices from all my digital patterns. All right, so we started out with 19 when we started. We had an additional 3 that we added off the bat, so that was 22. 33, so we're at the 34. All right, so we're at 34 out of 52. As we're going, I'm trying to go ahead and find some of the stuff to kit up, like from my stash, and see what I actually have to order versus what I have already. As of last night, I only needed to order 2 pieces of fabric. There were 2 things that I didn't have the right kind of fabric for, so we'll go through and see what we have after this. So like I say, 32. We're up to 32. So we only have 20 more. And we still have... okay. What we have left to go through. I have books. Pattern books that we need to go through. And I kind of wanted to pick one pattern from each book, but we'll see. Because then we also have magazines that we need to go through. And there's a lot of those. And so what I'm doing with those is we're not doing like full flip throughs of those. What I've done is I've gone through ahead of time and marked off options already. So of the books, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, maybe. Okay, so there's like, I don't think we're going to be able to pick one from every book. I'm thinking we'll pick 10 from the books, and then we'll pick 10 from the magazines, which will be pretty much like 1 per magazine brand, if that makes sense. Like I've got just Cross Stitch, I have the World of Cross Stitching, I have Cross Stitcher, Gift of Stitching, X Stitch Magazine, I think is what it's called, by Mr. Cross Stitch. Again, I've gone through all of those and I've marked out my favorites. Or no, I shouldn't say favorite, things that I'm interested in stitching. Let's put it that way. So I feel like we're more than halfway there. So I would say we have probably at least 2 more of these. I might have to break the magazines up into 2 separate videos, just depending, because there's a lot from those. It's gonna be hard to make decisions. Decision making is such a hard thing, you know, being an adult. Ugh. All right. Okay, so that's the end. So we are down to needing to find 20 more. I mean, it's not hard for me to find 20 more. It's narrowing down to an additional 20 to figure out what we're going to do for 2025. So all right, that's all. If you want to find me anywhere else on the interwebs, it is down below in the description box. And until next time, I will catch you guys on the flip side. Bye!